Ronda Cortez. Boronda. The Honey Yum Yum broadcasting system is back on the air. And I'll have you know that I tried to watch a movie last night. Fucking sucked ass. Goddamn movies. It's fucking bullshit. I'm like, oh, pretty good. Yeah, perfect. It's my elf ears. Probably. My draconic elf ears, because that's the kind of elf I am. Kind of elfish from the draconic bloodline. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to fucking rant about this. And I didn't want to write it on some other website where they just take down my shit right away, so I figured I'd just do this. Oh, gosh. Oh, go ahead. Go there. All right. So I watched this movie called, well, I watched some of this movie called Arcadia. It's not this horror film starring Nicolas Cage. And like, I'm somewhat aware of like, there's like this kind of like, I don't know, I'm this thing going on in the fucking Hollywood community where, um, there's like some people who are like fighting the good fight to the ones like who are like fucking see fucking circumcision for what it is and are like fucking doing what they can to fucking survive while all the fucking Jews and Jew slaves are trying to kill everyone who doesn't circumcise. Like, fucking, it's an insane goddamn world. Anyway, like he's like he seems to be some kind of like experienced person in that who's like lived a full life and had some manner of success surviving against all those like all that antagonism from the Jews and everyone else who fucking is a Jew slave, pretty much. I mean, call yourself what you are, but that's pretty much all you are, in my perception. All that it counts for on the book, anyway. And so I was like, well, fucking, I'd say, like, this guy, he's probably aware of what I'm doing right now. Those people in the fucking rich people world are not. Um, well, they have like extra privileges to like spy on people's lives and kind of manipulate social activities and shit like evil shit like that. That poor people like me just fucking we have no choice but to suffer. So I figured he's probably aware in somewhat of what the fuck's happening. And I was like, and I think he probably would just be like, oh no, like, and send it right back, you know, because I don't know, that's what I would do. I'm not expecting anything from anyone like that, like that. No, I'm not expecting anything from anyone except a girl who wants to fucking fall in love. That's the only thing I'm expecting something from. Not from anyone in particular, just anyone at all who happens to feel something, of which there happens to be none. None in fucking 8 years, 8 or 9 years. What a fucking goddamn disappointing nightmare that is. I didn't realize I was that fucking bad of a person, but it is what it is. I'm fine without them. It's not really all that upset about it. Being single is actually not that bad. All things considered, I can get along being single much better than I could get along in a relationship I don't want to be in, like a fucking gay one or with a girl I don't like. So being single is much better. Actually, happy. Actually, a good one. Yeah, so that's good enough for me. I don't need anything more than that. If that's all I can get. Ooh. Um, what was I saying? Something about girls. I forgot. Um, that is in fact a vase over there, a vase. There's another one behind all those wine bottles that I have yet to recycle. The matching one. Bought it at an auction for like $20 a pair of them. I was like, what? Yeah, oh, hell, I'll put a bit on this, sure. $20. So, I bought it. It's a silent auction. Yeah. I almost put a smoke bomb in there and had like a bunch of purple smoke coming out of it. Try to make it a freaking photo of something. Uh, so yeah, the movie Arcadia was, it seemed like a pretty good movie at first. I put it on, and I'm like, they got something to say. It's nothing wrong with what's going on here. Like they got like, it's they know what they're doing. It's a good message. All the actors are acting the way you might expect any kind of actor to act. Like when they're fucking serious about their work. It's like not personal to them, but they are like telling a story, and that's what's uh, that's what's being presented, and that's all I really want. All I care about. I don't really want to know about your personal lives. I'm there. I'm not even going to look if I can see. I'm just going to enjoy the story because that's what a movie is. I'm not going there to fucking spy on people's personal lives when I can like fucking Freudian beam thought into them and like, no, you don't want that. I don't want that. That's just fucking, that's a possibility, but there's like a whole bunch of like mental safeguards to prevent that from happening for you and me. Like, look, think about it like this way. God. Why God and why, and say this yourself, why God and why me? Because God doesn't actually want to be doing all the God shit. He turns all that off to be you, me, and but you saying me for yourself. So, like, just because you can doesn't mean that you should or that you want to. And in fact, you should go out of your way to ensure that that possibility doesn't happen. Just because you can use a claw hammer to fucking bash open a person's skull when they annoy you doesn't mean you should do so. Just because you can fucking look into a person's life and make all sorts of judgments about the kind of behaviors they have doesn't mean you should do so. It's fucked up. Have a little bit of respect. You want people doing that to you? Guaranteed there's a lot more stuff than you think than you are aware of that you've been doing. Unless you're like unless you've made it to my level and you're talking about this shit yourself to other people, don't even fucking do not even open that. Or you will be in fucking a whole world of hurt. You might not even make it out of. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the movie is fairly good. Yeah, it's kind of, especially like the monster thing. Oh, what the fuck is that? That was pretty cool. Yeah, but then the thing that fucking got me, the thing that got me, which I just couldn't fucking stomach any more of that movie. It was just an instant fucking kill. It was like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit through any more of this. I can't believe they did that. I don't want to see anything about people like that. I don't want to know anything about that story. Like, no, man, that's fucking. I don't fucking care. I don't care about those people anymore. Like, there's nothing they're gonna do that's interesting, unless maybe they're all gonna die or something. And it didn't look like they were gonna do that. It was, I didn't care anyway. That's kind of a sensitive subject to me anyway, and so I don't want to even. I don't even want to. Like, if you've got like some sort of like trauma, it's not unusual that you don't want to watch media that like aggravates that trauma, which other people don't feel. So it's like you probably just want to avoid it. So toxic romance. I don't want to see anything like that. Holy fuck! There's a point where the fucking father gets fucking like sacrifices himself to save his son, and is like in a tomb for the time being. And and the kids are like seeing what they can do to help them, and they like try to go to this other rich people family to ask for help, and like the woman is like such a vile evil cunt, like one of the most horrible creatures, and then the man there is like the spineless pussy without like any sort of moral decency or dignity at all. They're fucking the most monstrous people. I could even like, I mean, I don't want to see anything like that. I don't want to see those kind of people, especially when they're like trying to be a character in a movie to that I should like care about, because hell no, you should not be anywhere in the good light if you're behaving like that. You have no excuse. You want to know why? Because family people like that are acting like a family of apes and disregarding the humanity they have. They are kicking out the human to be a family of gorillas. I do not want to see any of those fuckers in the goddamn fucking light again. But it was at that point where like the fucking brothers, oh dear goodness, fight, because they're like, no, we're not going to fucking help you. And but he could stay. Yeah, their daughter's kind of looking to fuck him, so she's a filthy whore, and like that's really fucking annoying for us when she's not getting her fucking whoreness satisfied. So yeah, how about you have him stay, and then you and the fucking you just fuck off. Yeah, it'll be helpful for you. You won't be eating as many resources. And then the fucking brothers fight, and the guy goes over, and then they start having like a little romance. And I'm like, what the fuck is that bullshit? I don't want to see that fucking evil. Like, holy fuck. God damn, this is fucking Hollywood. Show something. Show something, please. Don't show me the fucking goddamn evil. Like, there's nothing even scary about that. It's just offensive to human dignity. What the fuck's the matter with you people? Ugh. Fucking rich people, fucking family people. They are the fucking worst. Because they act like the goddamn apes for having a family, just like a group of orangutans together that have no concept of humanity, no concept of human dignity, no concept of civilization. They're just like this family of like clinging fucking apes. It's fucking disgusting. And then they have all this money to like do a bunch of like ape evil to human beings that are poor. I swear to fucking Christ. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. I am coming for you. I'm going to fucking destroy everything. And I'm going to enjoy it. What else is there? That's when I turned it off. Though I was like, "Fucking look!" I mean, he wasn't like the. It wasn't like that bad of a situation for like the children characters. Like, I mean, I can understand like children making decisions like that, and you know it not, and them needing to learn about what's happening. But there's no excuse for the adults, and that's not the kind of thing I want to see in a fucking movie, unless the adults know what the fuck they're doing. And the adults there's like this kind of like overshadowing director image of like or not image of a presence of a director trying to convey something as an adult, but they don't seem to fucking know if they're fucking making that happen. Well, then again, actually, the one spineless dude is like kind of has some apathetic comment of like, oh, someone's always suffering. You know, no one's ever happy about that. Why the fuck did any of those people survive, though, I wonder, in the apocalypse? They should have all died, I would think. They don't have what it takes to survive. But, yeah, maybe it was just the trauma then. And it's possible that situation was resolved and they all died. Or that the family died, hopefully. Um, but, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I want to see some fucking like in a situation like that. I want to see like some actual love happening because that's what's most important in those post-apocalyptic situations. True love, not that fucking political evil bullshit where you're all so selfish and vile and anti-human. Like you people are the problem. You are the goddamn bugs. You realize that, right? No, I don't care what you like imagine or how you project your delusions and try to like dress people up as on your stage. You people are the bugs. And I will crush you. I will get some Raid and I'll spray it all over your fucking lives from the outside and you will fucking die. And oh yeah, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it so much. I'm going to watch you suffer. I'm going to watch you suffer. I'm going to watch you suffer in that public light you think is keeping you safe. So that's what I fucking. That's what I thought about that movie. I gave it a thumbs down. Yeah, and then like this fucking girl in real life sent her like some kind of like flirty message. I don't need to get into your fucking into my personal problems. This isn't a fucking therapy session. But sure, might as well could be. What did I say to her? I said something like I asked if she has been keeping her scissors sharp because I'm going to need her to cut me loose if she ever wants to make it to Hominoptera. Said something like that, I think. I don't know. I was in a good mood at the time. Thought I was being playful or something. And she responds with like the most like hateful shit. Like I'm this fucking monstrous bad guy. Why are you messaging me? Well, like we went to high school. We kind of like had a thing. Like we were like crushing, and then like there was those letters we exchanged, and you know, like I just don't get where it's coming from. What the fuck are you? You know, and so I mean, I sent a response, but like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Why are you behaving like that? Why are you talking like that to someone? I don't fucking get it. Whatever. I doubt she has got something to fucking say. I thought she was smarter than what the fuck she is, but she probably thinks she probably thinks Jews need social justice. She's a fucking idiot, obviously. She doesn't understand violence, I guess, against the human body. She doesn't understand how a human body has rights, how a person has ownership of their own body. She doesn't really understand that. She just thinks it's some kind of like political game that you can make up a whole bunch of like rules to, regardless of the truth or regardless of reality. She thinks you can just like decide it with your imagination and get enough people to support you. And then if they all believe it, then, well, it might as well be true. And that's not how it works. I don't care what you fucking think about it. You maybe create some delusion of unhappiness and toxicity at the moment that makes you unhappy and suffer, you know, in your group, which is why you make those shitty fucking movies thinking you're fucking doing anything, thinking you're making art or whatever. And you don't realize how fucking you're like people that are like painting yourselves in excrement. That's what you look like to me. You are not clothed at all. You don't have any fashion sense. You don't even have a fucking tunic. You've painted yourselves in excrement. And you have all those like fancy worldly clothes, sure. But consider what kind of people you are. I see you for that. There's nothing you can do to hide that. Well, she fucking thinks like, probably thinks yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm back on the track. Back on, yeah, where they all think they get the fucking enough people to believe their delusion, then it must be true. But ultimately, what's going to happen is someone's going to be so fucking stressed out and under too much pressure, like suffering all the fucking pain of their evil as they're like scapegoating them anonymously. And that person is going to fucking create like a bomb, put it in a van, drive it over to the Oklahoma City building, and boom! Lots of people die. Hey, rather than that, how about we all just be happy and, use common sense, have an intelligent way of solving problems, accept reality with facts and truth, and then form opinions based on facts and truth, not what we want those facts to be. How about we do that? Isn't that going to be so much better? Not only are you going to be happy, but there's going to be like more worldly rewards too. You know how much you like those worldly rewards, the money, the fucking crap, all that stuff. You love that, don't you? So come on, be a little bit more common sense here, you fucktards. You're going to get more of that if you're decent people. I was a little bit late for most of them, but some of you still have a chance to change. But those ones over there that are like fucking in the fucking spotlight, in the fucking public light of their fucking fame and richness, they're already screwed. I'm going to enjoy what is done to them. I'm going to make a real life movie with their lives. And it's going to be like a spectacle in the Colosseum with someone like Caligula directing that. Yes. That's what kind of the angle I'm going for. It's going to be fucking amazing. You're going to see them doing some of the most depraved shit. And everyone's going to be watching. And they'll be fucking suffering. And it'll be like kind of like perverted and grotesque at the same time. And violent. Oh, it will be violent. I really want to see a public execution. I wouldn't mind seeing like lots of public executions, to be honest with you. Like one that happens in like the town square again. And then we could have a whole bunch of them, all of their like fucking group, and just watch them all screaming, my children, I've got a family. Ooh. And like we'll be laughing as we fucking string them up and fucking kill them all. Woohoo! That's gonna be a good show. Like, your family, your children, look, we're fucking gonna crucify them as well. Wouldn't that be cool? I would like to see that. Yeah. Children might get a pass depending on how old they are, and depending on what happened, how involved they are. They might need to die, yes, because you are not totally safe for being a child. You can cross some lines that will give you the adult punishment. Things you should know about yourself. But for the most part, yeah, they will be safe from the mistakes of the adults who have led them into the evil that they're doing. But no, it will be good to hear them crying about their family. I got fucking kids to feed. So that's on me. I don't. That's your fucking fault. Why don't you use some goddamn fucking keep your fucking legs closed, you filthy whore? Complain about your kids. You should have thought about that before you fucking shot out some kids. Not fucking put them in danger with your evil. People like that actually shit out their children. They come out their asshole in a fucking heap of shit that they have to like cultivate in a vat until the children kind of crawl out of it. That's how rich people are born. Politicians too. Families of politicians. Yeah, I have children as well, but they're not alive yet. They are in the future. They're in the future because I care about them, and I'm not going to bring them into this world the way it is now. I'm going to fucking fix this world. I'm going to repair it. I'm going to get rid of all you evil sons of bitches to make way for my children because I care about them already. I'm thinking about that before I am thinking about having them. Before I think about inviting them into reality. Did you ever consider that? What kind of world you are going to bring your children into? And then you fucking cry about those children. When people like me are thinking about that and changing the world. No. You fucking people are not going to be able to use that excuse. I will use that excuse even though I don't have children. And you know what the difference will be? That decides it? Facts of reality. What have you been doing with your life? What have I been doing with my life? Let's get the Jew involved. Jew, please count the morality of them and me and use your best judgment to decide who is good and who is bad. I will wait. And if you do a good job, maybe I'll, give you a reward or something. Send some cheese or whatever, whatever it is you Jews like. I don't fucking care. As long as you're not fucking infesting my house with your fucking pestilence. I don't care. But you are, presently. Are you not mice? Are you not rats? Who ever is okay with seeing mice and rats in their home? This shouldn't be a surprise to you people. The exterminator has come. I will take care of all of them too. All right, that's it. I need to get some more coffee. But I'm glad you were here to listen. And Arcadia,